Ooh, okay. Good job, Ashley. Take to the camera. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley-Anne. If you're new, oh gosh, Ashley. What's up, guys? I'm Ashley-Anne. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I just finished sneezing like 50 times. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, I'm Ashley-Anne. People just call me Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So I did this makeup look right here. I went on Snapchat and on Instagram and I asked you guys what video you wanted me to do. Did you want to see? Go over the choices. Number 1, a mauve eyes with mauve lip. 2 was neutral eyes with neutral brown lip, and 3 was a classic smoky eye with a wing and bright bold lips. And everybody chose 3. Like, there are a few people that chose number 1, but like everybody chose 3. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do a classic smoky eye with a red lip. This is also beginner friendly because I know some of my makeup looks are a little intermediate or advanced, and I want to like dial it down a little bit for like people that don't even know makeup, because I know there's some people that don't know makeup and they watch my channel. So this is a more simple look. It's very easy to achieve. I hope I didn't do too much. By the way, quick self promo. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Oh, follow me on Snapchat too. What are you doing? You won't know. I do a lot of behind the scenes of my stuff on Snapchat and you're missing out on it. So follow me on Snapchat. I'll have it right here. So we got Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Got that? Great. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I obviously can't wear this onesie. Let's switch to a pink one perhaps. I want to do a talk with you guys because I feel like I've been so distant and I haven't talked in a while. It's just been like sped through tutorials and whatever, so roll up the old sleeves. So if you've already seen my other videos, I always go with my Cetaphil because for all skin types. I got oily skin, but I can still use it. Work that into your face. Have you people have any snow days yet? I mean, I guess it really depends on the area. Like if you're in the tri-state area or anywhere cold, I assume you've had some bad weather. I know I did. I had one snow day, which is great. I didn't do anything. I filmed a video. That's all I do. Workaholic, of course. Next, you guys have also seen I go with my trusty Vaseline. Can't have them dry lips while you're doing your makeup. Never do that to yourself. I want to make this kind of beginner friendly because there are some people that don't do makeup and I feel like they kind of go at it, you know? Like my videos are like, I don't even think I'm a pro or anything, but they are somewhat advanced or intermediate at least. I want to help the beginner people, the people that don't know makeup like at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my hair back because this is so in my way right now. You know, I've only had these braids in for like 2 weeks and a couple of days and they already look horrible. Please tell me I'm not the only person with that issue. I really don't know. I guess we could start off with the overall face. Primer. That is incredibly necessary. There are some people that don't want primer. I mean, to each his own, but I will always use primer. I'm using the Black Rays True Complexion Shine Control Primer because I do have oily skin. And I suppose this differs depending on your skin type. I'm not too sure of other primers. There is a Professional one. That one's really good. There's one from Maybelline. I think it's called like Baby something. I don't want to be wrong. But I just work this. I first go in with one layer. Yes, I apply a lot. I go in with one layer on my nose and I just rub it into my skin. Then I take it here and here because my pores are ginormous in those areas. So I just apply a little and again I rub it in. But really just apply. If you do have oily skin or your regular skin, still apply your primer wherever your pores are the largest. You'll know your pores are largest if you look in a mirror and you can literally see your pores. Like you see holes in your face, those are your pores. Those should not be showing so much. And then I'm gonna go on with the second layer. I'm sorry. This works, it's just I do apply a lot. And this time I'm just patting it into the skin. I'm gonna do all the same areas, but I'm gonna pat them in this time. Why do I keep coming to you guys with some messed up nails? I'm so sorry. And now that I've pretty much applied this primer everywhere, I'm going to let this dry real quick. If you guys have seen my other videos, you will see that I do put powder over my face and then I go foundation. And I just want to clarify why I do that. I do that because it usually, I don't know, I saw this tip that if you apply some powder to your oily areas and then foundation, it stops you from getting oily. I don't even know if it's true or not, but I've done it. And I've still gotten pretty oily, so I'm just gonna not do it anymore because I don't know, I don't see the importance, but whatever. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. In the shade Spicy Brown or 338. Now this comes in matte, this also comes in dewy. Dewy is if you do not have oily skin. If you do have oily skin, I do recommend matte, but you can always find other ways to keep your face from being oily, but I would recommend matte if you have oily skin like me. It just saves some trouble. It's also really pretty, so I'm gonna spray my sponge. Too lazy to take this to the sink, so there's a difference in sizes you can obviously see, so you know that this one is fully wet. By the way, this is the Real Technique sponge. I don't feel like spending 20 bucks in a beauty blender. I'm sorry. I do want to try the e.l.f. ones though. I'm like really curious about this. But anyway, let's go with this foundation. To apply foundation, there's several ways you can do foundation. It's really up to you. One way that I've been doing foundations, I've been using a Wet n Wild flat brush. I think this is a concealer brush, and I just take it, put it over my face, because then it kind of lets me control how much I want to do. Or you can pour it in the back of your hand and dot it on your face. Or you can pour it in the back of your hand, take your sponge, put it on your hand, and just work. It's really up to you. But I'm just gonna stick with this because I've been liking it so far. Alright, I feel like that's a pretty good amount. I will put more if I need to put more. I'm going to take this, play with it, and I just work this everywhere that I would know I want to apply it. It really depends on the amount of coverage you want. Coverage, if you're curious to know what that is just how much of the skin you actually want it to cover. So if you want it to cover every flaw and to be like kind of thick on your skin, it won't look cakey, but it's heavier, then that's a lot of coverage, or full coverage. But if you don't really care for that much, you just want like a sheer kind of thing, that's like light coverage. And normally I do go with light coverage. And the reason why I don't put any around my mouth, I just put under my chin because I blended in there too much and then my smile lines will crease, so I just don't like to apply too much. Make sure you go here. Some people stop right here and forget this part of their face, but you need to go even behind your ear because it will show. I know from experience. Of all places to blend, you really need to blend the perimeter of your face because that is kind of your giveaway. Concealer I'm going to use, you can use LA Girl. Everybody uses LA Girl, but I mean, I do have LA Girl, but look at the size difference. This is LA Girl and this is Nika K. Clearly, Nika K comes with more, which is why I use Nika K. This is in the shade Lion. It's pretty good. It's good if you want a concealer that's not too far off from your shade. If you're looking for like that bright highlight, I'd probably get this in a lighter shade, but this is really just to cover. I don't like to pack on too much product in my under eyes because then it'll crease a ton. So I like to go with something that's close to my skin tone, and I just apply a little bit. Also, when you're applying foundation, do not put foundation near here because you're putting way too many products in one area that can crease easily. And now at this point, you can literally leave your concealer like this. If you're not into that super bright highlight, you can just leave your face like this. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. It looks fine. I'm just extra, so I am going to add a bit of a highlight. I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It's so nice when you roll it under your eyes. Super, super soft. And it's in the shade Medium. And basically what this does, it highlights the key points of your face that the sun usually hits right away. And if you feel like you can still see a weird cast, you can flip your sponge to the other side where your foundation is and just blend that away. Now that we've done our entire face, well, that part of our face, you can leave it like this, go into your eyeshadow and come back. But I'm gonna at least set it. I have to set my face. It's just, you have to set your face too, it's crucial. So I'm going to actually go with my Airspun translucent powder right here. This is about $7 or $9, I'm not sure. Most people can find it in Walgreens, CVS, Walmart. Not me, I had to order this online and it was about $9. I don't know if you want to bake. I was gonna bake, but I don't want to make things confusing for you. So if you don't have a sponge, by the way, throughout this entire process, you can use a brush for foundation concealer. I don't think you can. But if you don't want to use a sponge, you can use a brush to set everything. And I'm using this very tiny brush by e.l.f. just because I feel like using a tiny brush today. And I'm just going to pick up some product, tap off excess, and I'm just going to set my under eyes with it. And I'm just going to set a bit lower, and I am going to use a sponge for that just because it makes the process faster. By the way, this is a dry sponge. I'm not using the same one. I'm also going to put some on my nose. Anywhere where you've put your concealer, you can use the translucent powder for. And now that I've set all the places where I have concealer, I'm going to set the rest of my face. To set my face, I'm going to use a somewhat dense brush. This is an e.l.f. I think Ultimate Blending Brush. It is a pretty dense brush. That is really good for foundation as well because you can really get the product in. Or if you don't want to use a dense brush, you can use a fluffier brush. And this is an e.l.f. Complexion Brush. It's a lot fluffier. It's really your preference. Normally, I would use this when I'm trying to wipe away any of my baking powder, but I'm going to use this first. And I'm going in with the Mineral Powder by Ruby Kisses. Yeah, and this is in the color Chestnut. One tip I even forgot to mention. If you do have discoloration here, you can put some concealer there. And even though I've already set some of my face, I'm still going to put some concealer there. It won't kill you. I'm going to just apply a little bit. I'm applying the smallest amount because it can crease very easily. I'm trying to keep it away from my smile line because if it gets in there, I'm over for me. Creasing will never stop. And now I'm going to go right back into setting my face. Now normally I would have done cream contour, but since this is a beginner's video, I'm not going to do too much today, which is why I just went straight in and set my face. I'm not doing any cream contour today. And now one thing, this is crucial. Flashback is the worst thing in the world. Flashback can happen when you don't blend properly and you take a picture and you just see white. I'm just going to blend now with my complexion brush a little better just to make sure I've gotten everything and to avoid flashback. Now we're going to take a break from the face. I'm going to come back after I've done my eyes. I'm going to teach you guys how to do the most simple smoky eye in the world. It's super duper simple. Now personally, what I like to do first is always my eyebrows and then I go into eyes. So let's do eyebrows. The product I'm going to be using today is, I use it in every video, is my e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. It comes with the gel and a powder. And it even comes with this cute little brush that you can also use if you want. You don't have to though. Now me personally, because I'm extra, I don't use that brush. I use a separate angled brush. I'm using two angled brushes, both from e.l.f. One is from the e.l.f. Studio line and one is from e.l.f. as well. I'm not sure about the line. I just got it for Christmas and I was like, shoot, another one, great. I'm gonna first go in with the gel, which is the darker looking one. Use spoolie in your life. This is gonna help you comb out your eyebrows. And I'm gonna begin filling in the bottom. So it comes with a mirror, which is excellent, so you can like get it really close and see what you're doing. I like to first start off with the tail of my eyebrow, and I just begin underlining it, I guess you could say. And then I have this. Now I'm gonna go in with the front. And I like to follow where my brow actually is. Here it might look a little lower, but that's because I'm trying to get this to equal the front of my brow. But my brow does actually start here. It's hard to see the hairs, but they do. So I'm just gonna keep it there. And now, please don't be like me, pluck your eyebrows. I didn't feel like it, so I didn't do it. Now I'm gonna do above the eyebrow as well. Before I do that, I like to take my spoolie again, and I'll just comb down my eyebrow hairs, like right here, and decide how I want to do this line right here. So I'm gonna start here in my arches, and I'm going to connect it to the tail. And now that I've done so, I'm just gonna comb my hairs back up. And I'm gonna fill in, because as you can see there's like triangles, so you gotta fill those triangles in. I really like to keep the tail pretty dark and the front a little less dark. Now, normally what people like to do is they like to take this and they go over the eyebrow now. But because my eyebrows are so huge, I don't even bother to do that. I literally just do the tail and underneath. I'm just going to blend the front by pushing it up. I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to blend the front even more and work it to the center and then to the back. You're going to go in with your powder now, which is this one, and you're just going to fill in. Now, you can use your concealer, but I really don't feel like it, so I'm actually going to go in with the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette, and I'm going to be taking, there's like 4 shades. I'm going to be taking this shade because this is too much of my skin tone and this shade's perfect. Don't mind my crusty nails. And this is going to be my contour shade, which we're going to learn in a different video, but I'm going to be using this color right here. I'm using a different angled brush now. It's literally the same as the other, it's just silver this time. And once I have them in concealer, I'm going to clean off my brush again with a napkin. And I'm going to blend everything downward close to the eye.